Hi everyone, and thank you for being here. It's a true pleasure to see so many faces interested in taking proactive steps for their health and vitality. Look around you. Each one of us in this room shares a common, beautiful aspiration, the desire to age not just gracefully, but powerfully. We want to enjoy our golden years with energy, with strength, and with the ability to continue doing the things we love, whether that's gardening, playing with our grandchildren, traveling, or simply enjoying a pain-free walk in the park. This isn't just about adding years to our life, it's about adding life to our years. But we also know that as we age, our bodies send us new messages. Maybe it's a knee that's a little stiffer in the morning, a cut that takes just a bit longer to heal, or skin that doesn't bounce back like it used to. For a long time, we've accepted these changes as an inevitable part of getting older. But what if I told you that one of the keys to addressing these changes lies not in a complex medical procedure or an expensive supplement, but in the power of nature's own pharmacy? Today, we're going to talk about a simple, delicious, and remarkably powerful ally in our journey of healthy aging. We're going to uncover the science behind a humble tropical fruit that has been hiding in plain sight on grocery store shelves. This fruit is a genuine superfruit, packed with specific nutrients that speak directly to the needs of a senior's body at the most fundamental level, the level of our cells. That's why I've titled today's presentation, The Power of Guava, a natural boost for healthy aging, with the important subtitle, How this tropical superfruit supports cell regeneration for seniors. Over the next few slides, we will explore the fascinating science of cell regeneration, discover the incredible nutritional profile of the guava, and connect the dots to show you exactly how incorporating this fruit into your diet can support your body's innate ability to repair, renew, and thrive. So, let's begin this journey together and unlock the secrets of this wonderful fruit. Now, when we hear the term healthy aging, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For many of us, it might be the idea of staying active, keeping our minds sharp, or simply being free from major illness. And those are all wonderful, absolutely essential goals. But to truly understand how we can achieve them, we need to zoom in, way in, to the very building blocks of our existence, our cells. You see, healthy aging is so much more than just how we feel on the surface. It's a dynamic process happening within us every single second of every single day. At its core, it's about our body's ability to maintain and repair itself. This brings us to a crucial term that will be the foundation of our discussion today, cell regeneration. Think of your body as a magnificent, constantly renewing city. The roads need repaving, buildings get updated, and old infrastructure is carefully dismantled and replaced with new, stronger materials. Cell regeneration is our body's maintenance and construction crew. It's the natural, ongoing process where our body repairs damaged tissues and replaces old, worn-out cells with new, healthy, and vibrant ones. This is happening right now in your skin, your liver, your blood, and even your bones. When we are young, this crew is incredibly efficient, working around the clock. A scraped knee heals in days. A tired muscle bounces back after a good night's sleep. This is why youth seems so resilient. But as we enter our senior years, and this is a key point, this cellular maintenance crew doesn't disappear, but its work can become less efficient. The pace of repair naturally slows down. The instructions for building new cells can accumulate tiny errors over a lifetime. This slowdown isn't a failure, it's a natural shift. But it manifests in ways we all recognize. A bruise might take weeks to fade instead of days. A minor strain from gardening might linger a little longer. Our skin may become thinner and more fragile. These aren't just isolated annoyances, they are the outward signs of that slowing internal regeneration process. So, the central question for us today is not how to stop aging. That's impossible, but rather, how can we best support our body's natural regenerative capabilities as we age? How can we provide our cellular maintenance crew with the best possible tools and materials to do their job effectively? The answer lies not in a miracle cure, but in strategic nutrition, in giving our bodies the specific raw materials they are craving to optimize this innate repair process. This understanding of the cellular why behind the symptoms we see is the first and most important step. It empowers us to make choices that directly support our body's own wisdom, setting the stage for us to explore how a simple fruit like the guava can be such a powerful tool in this essential endeavor. Now that we understand what cell regeneration is, our body's internal maintenance crew, let's take a closer look at why this process naturally slows down as we age. Understanding the why is powerful because it takes the mystery out of the changes we experience and shows us exactly where we can intervene. Essentially, three main factors are at play, and I'd like to explain them using some simple analogies. The first and perhaps most significant factor is the accumulation of damage from free radicals. Now, that might sound like a complicated chemical term, but think of free radicals as tiny, destructive particles, like sparks from a fire or bits of rust. They are produced naturally in our bodies as a byproduct of turning food into energy, and they also come from external sources like pollution or sunlight. These free radicals bounce around inside our cells, causing damage through a process called oxidative stress. It's like the wear and tear on a car from daily driving. When we're young, our body has a robust defense system, an army of antioxidants that neutralizes these sparks before they can do much harm. But over a lifetime, the constant barrage can start to overwhelm our defenses. The cumulative damage to our cells' machinery, including their DNA, makes it harder for them to replicate correctly and efficiently, directly slowing down the regeneration process. The second factor involves our genetic blueprint. At the end of our chromosomes, which are like the instruction manuals for our cells, we have protective caps called telomeres. You can think of a telomere like the plastic tip on the end of a shoelace. It prevents the lace from fraying. Every time a cell divides, these telomere caps get a tiny bit shorter. Over a lifetime, and after countless cell divisions, these telomeres become very short. When they get too short, the cell can no longer divide effectively. It either becomes senescent, lingering in a dormant, dysfunctional state, or it dies. This natural shortening is a fundamental molecular clock that limits how many times our cells can successfully renew themselves. Finally, the third factor is a practical one: reduced nutrient absorption. As we age, changes in our digestive system can mean that even if we eat a healthy diet, our bodies might not absorb vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants as efficiently as they once did. It's like having a factory that's receiving raw materials, but the delivery door has gotten smaller. If the essential building blocks for repair, like vitamin C for collagen or zinc for protein synthesis, aren't getting to the construction sites, the work of regeneration inevitably slows. So, when we see slower wound healing, weaker skin, or reduced muscle recovery, it's not just one thing. It's the combined effect of a lifetime of oxidative stress, the natural shortening of our telomeres, and a potential shortfall in the critical nutrients needed for repair. But here's the hopeful part. While we can't stop time, we can directly influence two of these three factors. We can combat oxidative stress and optimize nutrient intake. And that is precisely where our superfruit, the guava, enters the story as a powerful ally. After understanding the challenges our cells face, it would be easy to feel a little discouraged. But I invite you to now feel a sense of excitement and possibility, because the solution we're about to discuss is not a complex pharmaceutical formula locked away in a lab. It's a delicious, accessible, and truly magnificent gift from nature. So, let's officially introduce our superstar for the day, the humble, yet extraordinary guava. When you look at this fruit, What do you see? Perhaps a simple green or yellow-skinned fruit you might find in a market. But I want you to start seeing it differently. See it as a miniature power plant, a natural pharmacy, a concentrated bundle of precisely the tools our bodies need to support that cellular maintenance crew we talked about. For too long, fruits like blueberries and pomegranates have stolen the superfruit spotlight, but it's time for the guava to take its rightful place on the throne, especially for us as seniors. This isn't just a tasty snack. This is what experts call a functional food, a food that goes beyond basic nutrition to offer significant health benefits and can reduce the risk of chronic disease. Why is it so perfectly suited for us? Because its nutritional profile reads like a custom-designed checklist for combating the aging challenges we just discussed. It's as if nature looked at the issues of oxidative stress, collagen depletion, and the need for efficient nutrient absorption and said, I have just the thing. Look at the icons surrounding our superstar here. First, we have the shield representing antioxidants. Guava is loaded with them, ready to neutralize those damaging free radicals we called sparks. Then, we have the symbol for vitamin C. As we will see in a moment, guava isn't just a good source. It is an unparalleled champion, containing a concentration that puts the famous orange to shame. This is the direct raw material for collagen and tissue repair. Next, we see the icon for lycopene, that powerful cellular protector that gives the pink-fleshed varieties their beautiful color, acting as a shield for our very DNA. And finally, we have the icon for fiber, which ensures that all these incredible nutrients are effectively absorbed and utilized by our bodies, solving that delivery door problem. So, the guava is not a single nutrient wonder. It's a synergistic force. It's a team of nutrients working together to provide a multi-pronged defense and renewal strategy. In the following slides, we will put this superstar under the microscope. We will break down each of these powerful components one by one, so you can see exactly how this single fruit can have such a profound impact on supporting your body's journey of healthy aging, starting at the cellular level. Get ready to be impressed. Now, let's dive into the first and perhaps most stunning superpower of the guava. We often hear that vitamin C is important, especially when we feel a cold coming on. But for us as seniors, its role is far more profound and fundamental. It is nothing less than the master architect and the chief construction manager for the very framework of our bodies. And to understand that, we need to talk about a protein called collagen. Imagine collagen as the steel scaffolding of a building, or the sturdy rebar that is embedded within concrete to give it immense strength. In our bodies, collagen is the most abundant protein. It's the main structural component that holds us together. It's the foundation of our skin, giving it thickness, elasticity, and that youthful bounce. It's the crucial element in our tendons and ligaments, allowing our joints to move smoothly and without pain. It's the supportive matrix for our bones and even the walls of our blood vessels. Without sufficient collagen, this internal scaffolding begins to weaken. And here is the critical link. Our bodies cannot manufacture collagen without vitamin C. It is an essential, non-negotiable ingredient in the recipe. Think of vitamin C as the foreman on a construction site who shouts, "Start building." Without that foreman, the workers and materials just sit there and no new scaffolding goes up. This is why the statistic on this slide is so revolutionary. Guava contains 4 times more vitamin C than an orange. Let that sink in. While we've been taught for decades that oranges are the gold standard for this vital nutrient, the humble guava has been quietly waiting in the wings, offering a vastly more potent dose. So, what does this mean for us as seniors? This incredible concentration of vitamin C directly supports our body's ability to regenerate and maintain its core structures. More available vitamin C means a more efficient production of new, strong collagen. This translates into very tangible benefits. better skin elasticity, which can mean fewer wrinkles and less fragile skin that tears and bruises easily. It means stronger joints, as the tendons and ligaments are better supported, potentially reducing aches and improving mobility. And crucially, it means significantly faster healing of wounds, cuts, and surgical incisions, because the body can more quickly rebuild the tissue at the site of injury. This is the direct connection to cell regeneration. The new skin cells that rush to repair a cut need a strong collagen network to migrate across and build upon. The new bone cells need a collagen matrix to mineralize. By providing a superabundant supply of the essential formin, vitamin C, the guava ensures that when our body's maintenance crew is called to a repair site, they have the most critical instruction they need to get the job done quickly and effectively. It's not just a vitamin. It's the signal that tells our body, you have the resources, now rebuild. If vitamin C is the master architect, rebuilding our body's structures, then the next superstar nutrient in guava acts as the elite security team, protecting the construction site from constant, invisible threats. This brings us to our second key benefit, centered on a powerful antioxidant called lycopene. Now, you might have heard of lycopene in relation to tomatoes, but what's truly remarkable is that the pink-fleshed guava is actually a richer source of it. To understand lycopene's vital role, we need to return to those free radicals we discussed earlier, the unstable molecules that cause oxidative stress and damage our cells. I'd like you to think of them now as tiny but relentless, rusting agents. Just as oxygen in the air causes metal to corrode and weaken over time, free radicals circulating in our bodies cause a similar process of rust or corrosion at a cellular level. They damage cell membranes, proteins, and most critically, they can even cause nicks and errors in our DNA, the fundamental instruction manual that tells a cell how to function and replicate correctly. This is where lycopene shines. It is a potent antioxidant, and its job is to neutralize these free radicals. The graphic on the slide illustrates this beautifully. Imagine a free radical as a single, destructive bullet flying through your body, ready to cause cellular damage. Lycopene acts as a protective shield, intercepting that bullet and safely disarming it. It literally donates an electron to the unstable free radical, calming it down and preventing it from stealing an electron from your healthy cells, which is what causes the damage. It's a form of cellular rust-proofing. For seniors, this protective role is absolutely critical. Why? Because the cumulative damage from a lifetime of exposure to these rusting agents is a primary driver of the aging process itself and the development of many age-related conditions. By protecting our cells from this damage, lycopene helps maintain the integrity and health of our existing cells for longer. This means cells can function better and replicate more accurately when it is time for regeneration. It's about preserving the quality of the cellular blueprint so that when new cells are created, they are built from a clean, undamaged plan rather than a corroded, error-ridden one. This goes beyond just skin deep. While lycopene does help protect skin cells from sun damage, its DNA-protecting role has far-reaching implications for overall cellular health, supporting the function of our heart, brain, and other vital organs. By including guava in your diet, you are providing your body with a daily dose of this powerful cellular shield. You are not just helping your body build new cells with vitamin C, you are also actively protecting the precious cells you already have, ensuring they remain healthy and functional for as long as possible. It's a two-pronged strategy: build anew and protect what exists. We've seen how lycopene acts as a specialized shield against cellular rust. But the true genius of the guava lies not just in one superstar, but in the powerful, synergistic team it brings to the fight. This is our third key benefit. Guava doesn't send in a single soldier. It deploys a veritable antioxidant army to combat a silent, smoldering fire that accelerates aging, a fire known as chronic inflammation. Let's first understand this enemy. You're all familiar with acute inflammation. If you sprain your ankle, it becomes red, hot, swollen, and painful. This is a healthy, necessary response. It's your body's emergency crew rushing to the site to repair damage and fight infection. But as we age, a different, more insidious type of inflammation can take hold. Think of it not as a controlled 5-alarm fire, but as a low-grade, smoldering fire that burns throughout the body, often with no obvious symptoms. This is chronic, low-level inflammation. This silent fire is now recognized by science as a root cause of nearly every major age-related condition. It's like having a constant, background alarm ringing in your body, putting your cells under continuous stress. This inflammatory state damages tissues, disrupts cellular communication, and creates an environment that is hostile to the very process of regeneration we want to encourage. It's hard for the construction crew to build anew when the building site is constantly smoldering. This is where Guava's diverse antioxidant army enters the scene. Beyond the mighty lycopene, guava is rich in other powerful compounds like flavonoids and beta-carotene. Each of these antioxidants has a slightly different specialty. Some are excellent at neutralizing specific types of free radicals in the bloodstream. Others are particularly good at protecting fatty tissues, like the membranes that surround every single cell. Beta-carotene, for instance, is a precursor to vitamin A, which is crucial for immune function and cellular health. Together, they form a multi-layered defense system. It's not a single shield, it's a coordinated military campaign. They work synergistically, often regenerating each other after they've neutralized a free radical, making the entire defense network more resilient and long-lasting. By flooding your system with this broad spectrum of antioxidants, guava does something profound. It helps to extinguish that smoldering fire of chronic inflammation. It calms the background alarm. It tells the immune system that the emergency is under control. This creates a peaceful, stable internal environment, the perfect conditions for cell regeneration to thrive. When inflammation is reduced, cells receive clearer signals, nutrients are used more efficiently, and the body can redirect its energy from constant firefighting to peaceful repair and renewal. So, while vitamin C provides the bricks and mortar, and lycopene protects the blueprint, this antioxidant army ensures the entire construction site is safe, stable, and ready for rebuilding. Now, we arrive at a benefit that might seem, at first, a little less glamorous than antioxidants or vitamin C, but I would argue it is the unsung hero, the absolute cornerstone that makes all the others possible. We've been talking about delivering powerful nutrients, the architects, the shields, the armies, to our cells. But what if the delivery system itself is compromised? This brings us to our fourth and final key benefit, the crucial role of dietary fiber in creating a healthy gut, which is the foundation of a healthy you. It's a simple but profound equation. You are not just what you eat, you are what you absorb. We could consume the most nutrient-dense food on the planet, but if our digestive system isn't efficiently breaking it down and transporting those precious compounds into our bloodstream, their power is lost. This is a particular concern as we age, as our digestive efficiency can naturally decline. It's like having a state-of-the-art, fully stocked kitchen, but the door to the dining room is only open a crack. The feast is prepared, but it can't get to the people who need it. This is where guava's significant fiber content becomes a game changer. But we need to talk about the two types of fiber it provides, because they are a dynamic duo. First, there's soluble fiber. This type dissolves in water to form a gel-like substance in the gut. Think of it as a regulatory manager. This gel helps slow down the absorption of sugars, which helps maintain stable energy levels and blood sugar, and it also helps manage cholesterol. But more importantly for our topic, it creates a smooth, controlled pathway for nutrients to be absorbed through the intestinal wall, maximizing the uptake of all the vitamins and antioxidants we've been discussing. Then, there's insoluble fiber. This is the roughage, the broom of the digestive system. It adds bulk to stool and helps it pass more quickly and easily through the intestines, preventing constipation, a common issue that can detract from quality of life. But its role is even more profound. As this fiber moves through, it acts like a gentle scrub brush, cleansing the digestive tract and promoting a healthy environment. And this environment is home to your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria that live in your intestines. This is not a passive community. It's an active organ that influences our entire body. A healthy balance of good gut bacteria, fueled by the fiber in guava, is directly linked to reduced systemic inflammation, a stronger immune system, and even the production of certain vitamins. A troubled gut, on the other hand, can increase inflammation, working directly against our goals. So, the connection to cell regeneration is clear and vital. The fiber in guava ensures that the incredible nutrients it contains are effectively absorbed. It cultivates a healthy gut garden, which in turn reduces the inflammatory fires we talked about. By supporting your gut, you're ensuring that the cellular maintenance crew receives the full shipment of high-quality tools and materials it needs, delivered on time and in perfect condition. It is the essential logistics network that makes the entire renewal process possible. Now, after all that science, we arrive at the most enjoyable part of our discussion: how to actually bring this powerful superfruit into your daily life. This is where theory meets practice, and I promise you, it's far easier and more delightful than you might think. The goal here is not to add another chore to your day, but to introduce a simple, versatile, and delicious habit that pays incredible dividends for your health. First, let's talk about choosing your guava. You want to select fruits that are the key to the best flavor and texture. Look for guavas that have a slight give when you gently press them, similar to a ripe avocado. They should be fragrant. Hold one up to your nose, and you should smell a sweet, floral aroma. The skin can range from light green to yellow, and don't worry about a few minor blemishes. That's often a sign of natural growing. Avoid fruits that are rock hard or have significant bruises. Now, for the fun part, how to eat it. The wonderful news is that the entire fruit is edible and nutritious. The skin is packed with fiber and vitamins, so there's no need to peel it. Just give it a good wash under cool water. One of the simplest ways is to eat it fresh, just like an apple. You can bite right into it. The texture is a wonderful combination of a crisp pear and a strawberry, and the flavor is uniquely sweet and slightly tart. If you find the skin a bit tart, a wonderful tradition in many parts of the world is to sprinkle slices with a little chili powder or a squeeze of fresh lime juice. The combination of sweet, spicy, and tangy is absolutely addictive and turns a simple snack into a culinary experience. For a more substantial option, dice it up and add it to a fruit salad. It pairs beautifully with other tropical fruits like pineapple and mango, or can add a surprising burst of flavor to a classic mix of apples and bananas. A bowl of plain yogurt or a scoop of cottage cheese becomes a supercharged breakfast or snack when topped with fresh guava slices. Perhaps the easiest way to incorporate it, especially if you find the seeds a bit challenging, is to blend it into a smoothie. This is a fantastic option. Just chop one guava, add it to your blender with a banana for creaminess, a handful of spinach, which you won't even taste, and some water or milk. You create a nutrient-dense powerhouse drink that's perfect for breakfast on the go. The fiber in the guava helps slow down the absorption of the natural sugars, making it a balanced choice. And finally, you can juice it. Fresh guava juice is a vibrant, refreshing treat. My recommendation here is to try to keep some of the pulp in the juice to retain that beneficial fiber. The idea is to start simple. Maybe this week you buy a single guava, wash it, slice it, and try it with a pinch of salt or lime. Next week, perhaps you add it to your morning routine. The barrier to entry is wonderfully low, but the potential health benefits are extraordinarily high. And so, we have reached the end of our journey, from the microscopic world of our cells back to the very practical fruit in your local market. We began with a fundamental question. How can we actively support our body's natural ability to repair and renew itself as we age? The evidence we've explored today points to a clear and compelling answer, one that is as simple as it is powerful. Let's take a moment to recap the key takeaways, which this graphic summarizes so well. We discovered that the humble guava is not just a fruit, it is a synergistic powerhouse, offering a multi-pronged nutritional strategy perfectly designed for the needs of a senior's body. First and foremost, we learned that guava is a vitamin C powerhouse. With 4 times the vitamin C of an orange, it provides the essential raw material, the master formin, that directs our body's production of collagen. This is the direct path to stronger skin, more resilient joints, and faster wound healing. It is the signal that tells our body to rebuild its foundational structures. Second, we saw the protective power of lycopene. This potent antioxidant acts as a cellular shield, neutralizing the free radicals that cause oxidative stress, that rusting of our cells. By protecting our DNA and cellular machinery from damage, lycopene helps preserve the integrity of our existing cells and ensures that new cells are created from a clean, accurate blueprint. Third, we recognized that guava's strength lies in its diversity. It deploys an entire antioxidant army, including flavonoids and beta-carotene, to combat the smoldering fire of chronic inflammation. By calming this systemic inflammation, guava creates a peaceful, stable internal environment where the delicate process of cell regeneration can thrive, free from constant disruption. And finally, we uncovered the foundational role of fiber. Often the unsung hero, the fiber in guava ensures that all these incredible nutrients are effectively absorbed by promoting a healthy gut. It cultivates a balanced microbiome, which further reduces inflammation and acts as the essential logistics network, guaranteeing that the building materials and protective agents actually reach the cellular construction sites. The final message is this: incorporating this readily available, delicious fruit into your diet is not a complicated medical intervention. It is a simple, natural, and profoundly effective strategy. It is a choice to work with your body's innate wisdom, to provide it with the specific tools it is craving to optimize its own healing and rejuvenation processes. You have the power to directly influence your health at the most fundamental level. The guava is not a magic bullet, but it is a remarkably powerful tool. It is an invitation to take one simple, tasty step towards a future of healthier, more vibrant aging. Thank you. Thank you for your time, your attention, and most importantly, for your open-mindedness in exploring this journey of healthy aging with me today. We've covered a lot of ground, from the intricate processes within our cells to the simple, powerful act of choosing a piece of fruit. My sincere hope is that you leave this room not just with new information, but with a genuine sense of optimism and empowerment. The choices we make about what we put on our plates are some of the most powerful levers we have for influencing our well-being, and it's incredibly encouraging to know that a choice as enjoyable as eating a delicious guava can have such a profound impact. The image you see here is a simple bowl of fresh guavas, but I hope you now see it differently. I hope you see the vibrant vitamin C, the protective lycopene, the army of antioxidants, and the foundational fiber. I hope you see it as a symbol of proactive health, a small, daily decision that supports your body's incredible ability to care for itself. This isn't about chasing a miracle. It's about making consistent, smart choices that add up to a significant difference in how we feel and function in our later years. Now, I understand that a presentation can bring up many questions. Perhaps you're thinking about how to find the best guavas in your local store, or you have a specific health consideration and want to know how this might fit in. Maybe you're curious about recipes, or you'd like me to clarify a point about the science. This is your time. I would now like to open the floor for any questions you may have. No question is too small or too simple. Your curiosity is what makes this conversation meaningful. Please feel free to raise your hand, or if you're more comfortable, you can come and speak with me individually afterwards. My goal has been to provide you with useful knowledge, and I am more than happy to spend this time ensuring that the information is clear and practical for you.